intertidal zone. When low tide happens, sometimes they are unfortunately exposed to air. Although they can survive these conditions, they can't always survive the predators, such as the clam I'm holding here, who has clearly been eaten out of its shell. However, although this clam may be dead, there are some small organisms still on it. This little black speck is actually a snail. Another similar organism like the clam would be the mussel, which I can easily pick out of the mud in this part of the beach. Mussels are also only exposed during low tide, but sometimes if they attach themselves to rocks, may be exposed during high tide and low tide. Let's put him back so he doesn't get eaten. Here's an animal that, to the unaided eye, is visible. Well, let me just skip over because of its coloring. It's a snail. Sometimes underneath rocks, a whole different habitat exists. Such as this one. You can notice the different colors in sands. The darker sands show lack of oxygen, and therefore it's anaerobic. Creatures like different types of snails and worms probably live here. However, on top of the rock, we notice a chain of barnacles. It's difficult to see, but underneath this rock lie a few types of little white worm-looking specimens. They're moving away pretty quickly, but under this rock I found some crabs. Here I've managed to find this little guy, little crab, underneath the rock. He doesn't seem very happy with me. He's pinching my glove because I took him out, but luckily I'm able to move my finger so he can't get to it. He's not letting go, so I'm going to take care of that, but he lives under these rocks. They live under the rocks to get away from predators like seagulls and ducks, so they can't be eaten. I'm going to move the rock back to its original position so that they don't have to move there. Before turning this rock back over, I just wanted to point out a few different things I found living on it. We got some barnacles over here, and it seems to be some dead, what used to be seaweeds over here, and some interesting sponge, red sponge over here. Now that I've maybe redeemed myself with the crabs, maybe we can find something else. Unfortunately, he's not alive because this is just a shell of a horseshoe crab, but I have been looking for one. Maybe next time we can find one that's alive, but they do live here.